we're starting.
You look happy.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the June the 15th Jefferson County Commissioners meeting. Join me in the pledge of allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. Before we start tonight's meeting, as you know, we lost a good friend and an EMA director of Jefferson County. So if you would, could we give him a moment of silence? Thank you, everyone. Okay, we'll get started here. We've approved our minutes from June the 1st and accounts payable and the payroll docket. Would entertain a motion to accept as submitted.
I move we accept the minutes from the June 1st meeting, the accounts payable voucher and the payroll docket as presented.
I second that.
And I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Okay, next thing up is a revolving loan fund program. The Jefferson County Revolving Loan Fund Program was opened May the 4th, 2023, and closed on Friday, June the 2nd. The county has chosen 2 applicants to receive funding from phase 4 of the RLF program. Phase 4 allowed the 2 applicants to receive $15,000 each. The current fund balance after this, disbursements is $960.96. The RLF program states that businesses must pay their monthly payment for a 4-year period. However, after 2 years of on-time payments, the county can grant the remainder of the loan to the applicant. So it is with congratulations that Susan's Customs and Hanover Package Store receives the 2 grants. So if you want to. There you go.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Guess we'll see the Hanover package gets there. Okay, next up, Patty, you have the floor, dear.
I'm here in regards to the Jefferson County Owner Occupied Rehab Program, and we conducted our first bid opening at the last meeting on June 1st. And we took those bids under advisement. I reviewed them. There was one bid that had an additional error of $1,000. And so even he was the lowest bidder and he remained the lowest bidder even with that. So we're good on that. And then we had one bid where we had an alternate included in it. And we're not going to be doing the alternate. So when you take out the alternate, who was going to be the lowest bidder is not the lowest bidder when the alternate is removed. So there's a different contractor for that property. Which the document that I emailed to you guys for review doesn't reflect any change orders deleting stuff out of these yet. We'll accept the bids at what they were submitted at, and then we'll sign contracts and sign a change order that takes it down to what we have to spend on that property. So I don't know if you want me to read this or.
You might just do that real quick while you're there.
So in the matter of the Jefferson County Owner Occupied Rehab Program, order for bid acceptance and contract award, the Board of Commissioners pursuant to recommendation now takes the following action on behalf of the homeowner for the Jefferson County Owner Occupied Rehabilitation Program. In regard to the bids for the Housing Rehabilitation Program that were timely received and opened on Thursday, June 1st, 2023. 7959 West 1100 North, first choice water restoration at $27,175. 2611 Franks Drive, Stalen Construction, $23,600. 2482 Franks Drive, Jackson Construction, $7,850. 2420 South College Hills, Jackson Construction, $18,420. 1922 Maple Street, Jackson Construction, $12,980. And then 1626 Washington Street, Jackson Construction at $23,100. The above bids is accepted due to the fact it is deemed the lowest, most responsive bid this being ordered this 15th day of June. And then if I can get you, you've got one in front of you, but if you want to sign, we will need all of you to sign and then Heather to attest.
Okay,
You might want to sign too, so she has one and I have one. That'd be good.
all right, I'll put this in form of motion.
Sure. I move we accept the bid acceptance contract award as presented. Fine.
Okay, have a motion, have a second.
A second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We are going to be assisting a total of 18 properties, so we've just let out the first round of bids, these 6. And now that we're about to get these under contract, we'll be working on the next round, so. Trying to break them up into groups so we don't overload our contractors all at the same time. Is that one done? Oh, Heather, you signed, yeah. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Okay, Lindsay, you're up. Come on.
So I have resolution. I need to read it.
No, resolutions do not have to be read.
So this resolution is for the Health First Governor's Public Health Commission money to opt in for Jefferson County to offer for public services in our county while receiving funds from the state to do so. Did you guys come up with any additional questions?
You do a lot of it anyway, don't you?
We do the majority of it already. There's a few things that have to be added in or tweaked a little bit to meet the criteria that they're wanting, but it's all within reach. Very easily.
You know, I guess, do you know if they put out their key performance indicators yet?
They have.
Anything seem out of,
There, it was basically all the things that were in that packet I
Okay.
gave you. Yeah, they have, there's a few percentages that they want. Like they want a certain percentage of local health departments to meet the tattoo, body piercing, eyelash extension complaints. So that's,
they want more, is that?
yeah, they just want to make
Yeah,
sure
so
they're getting
many.
met. I think the state has probably had a few additional complaints versus on that end versus going to local health departments. So I think that in their eyes, that means maybe they're not getting met at a local level, so they put a percentage on.
They want you to take care of them, not them.
Right.
But a lot of local health departments don't have somebody that's specific to that, and we already have that covered, so. Most of it's the exact same as what I have given you, but I can email you guys copies of the specific KPIs if you want them.
Sure, sure, just.
Thank you.
Any other question? Motion?
You said we didn't have to read it, but shouldn't we read it?
Want to read it?
I don't know, I'll read it. So a resolution of the Jefferson County Commissioner accepting state public health funding, whereas the Board of Commissioners of the County of Jefferson, Indiana is the county executive body and authorized by law to adopt ordinances and resolutions for administration of Jefferson County government. Whereas the Indiana legislature has passed Senate Roll Act 4-2023 and House Enrolled Act 1001-2023 to ensure every Hoosier has access to the core public health services and allow them to achieve their optimal health and well-being. Whereas the Board of Commissioners of the County of Jefferson, Indiana recognizes the importance of public health to support a healthier community and create a better quality of life for its residents. Now therefore be it determined, established, and resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the County of Jefferson, Indiana as follows. The Board of Commissioners of the County of Jefferson, Indiana supports initiatives that sustain and maintain core public health services at the county level with local input and flexibility to meet the needs of the community. 3, that was 1. Jump to 3, that's interesting. The Board of Commissioners of the County of Jefferson commits to the county's right to self-direct and acknowledges that by opting in and accepting these funds, it retains authority and control of the county health department otherwise afforded to it under state law or code pursuant to Indiana Code 16-20-1-12, Section I. Resolved this 15th day of June 2023. So I'll make a motion, we accept that resolution for opting in to the
State public health. Fund.
state public health funding.
I second.
Any other discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
I can take it with me and record it so that we have a copy recorded, and then I'll send you a recorded copy. Perfect. Thank you.
Move on down to-
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good work.
Susan, I believe you're up. Girls Inc.
That's from the coughing. Don't have anything but refrain from coughing.
Come.
When you say that, you know what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna start coughing.
Yes, you will. I mean, it's just that way.
I'll just leave these here in case anybody else wants that. So I just wanted to give you an update on what we've been up to and thank you for continuing to support our girls. I gave you a copy of our 2023 budget just so you can see it. I haven't submitted our formal packet for 24 yet, but I will. But there are a couple of pieces here. I don't know if I think I mailed one of these to the commissioner's office, but you might not have seen it. I gave you a piece that's 2022 in review, so you can kind of see what we've been up to and how we've been spending your money. And you can see that we finally were able to start creeping out after the tail end of COVID and being able to get out and do some more things. And really worked on expanding our outreach programs. We are doing the program in Switzerland County, but just so you know, it's completely funded by the Community Foundation in Switzerland County. That is one of the counties that for national we are supposed to serve. So we've been able to partner with the Y over there, and so they have fully funded any of our efforts over there. And then last year we turned 50 years old. So that was a fun year, and it's just a little bit of our history. I don't know if you know June Taylor, but Girls Inc. literally started out of the trunk of June Taylor's car, and she drove around the county schools and did programming for kids, and she was our first executive director. So we have a fun history, and so we're really proud of where we've come in 50 years. And in 2023, we just sent out a sort of a first quarter update of what we had up to. So our luncheon that we had in March, a little bit more about our Girls Inc. To Go program. If you didn't know, we're in Deputy, Rikers Ridge, Anderson, and Lydia Milton schools doing an outreach program where girls get bags, a to-go bag every weekend for 6 to 8 weeks. And it has some kind of a STEM activity in it, a snack, and something about a strong, smart, bold woman. And then they get that every weekend, they get to take that home. Because what we're finding is that, girls are really busy with other things, but they still want to and can benefit from Girls Inc. So this is just another way for us to get connected to them and to be able to be part of our programming. And then there's a little bit about our staff because we have a few new staff and new board members. And I wanted to point out that I hope that everybody will Google Deja Taylor. Deja Taylor came to our Girls Inc. She's from Chicago originally. She came to our Girls Inc. for a few years. They moved on to Iowa, but in high school, she developed a life-saving cervical suture that changes color from bright red to a grayish color. She has patented that, and it's going to be used in poor and developing countries to be able to tell that if sutures are infected. And she's just completed her sophomore year in college, and she is going out speaking, doing STEM camps and garnering a really nice fee. And we're hoping, which I'm amazed, but it's great, I'm great for her, but when she wants to come back to Madison, and when I asked her what her fee was, and she told me, and I said, oh, you're really getting that for speaking when you're a sophomore in college, and she said, yeah. I said, well, I'm wondering if you could do the Friends of Girls Inc. favor for us and come back for some, so she's gonna come back to the community at some point. She wants to come back and visit our center again and do some things. So we're hoping we're gonna get her back in the community, but you need to Google her. She's a fascinating lady, and I'm just thrilled that she actually is a Girls Inc. alum. And then on the back page, Jefferson County is one of our champions for girls. So we've listed those who like to be listed. And so we've had a very busy year, and currently our attendance is starting to creep back up. And we hope that next school year, we'll be back doing our in-school programming that was shut down right before COVID. So we're really excited about being able to expand. Emily Carts, I don't know if you know her or not, but she is our new outreach coordinator. And she's also Girls Inc. Lunch and Honor Me. She was honored when she was a teenager. So anyway, we've got some exciting things going on, and I appreciate your partnering us to do all these great things for girls. So I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have.
So it's the guy that taught at Southwestern is there any plans to work with Southwestern?
Well, that was all on deck, and when COVID hit, that all kind of, so we're hoping to be able to rebuild that. Yes, absolutely. We do van girls down from Southwestern every day, but our goal is to get back out there in school. But
do you need contacts?
well, we now have some new contacts. Things have changed so much over the last few years. So we're getting back out there. And so that is a plan. And I'm hoping next time I come to talk to you that we'll be able to say that we've been out to Southwestern.
Okay,
Yes, okay.
thank you. Thanks for
Appreciate it.
Susan.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, we have the Jefferson County Kindness 2024 funding request.
Mr. Little, Mr. Braemeier, Mr. Lee, thank you for allowing us an opportunity to speak to you in the community. Our movement started in October of 2022 as a way to promote kindness and compassion without judgment, just people helping people. Our founding members now are our board of directors since becoming a 501c3 in January of 2023. Our board, along with our members, have helped many people in Jefferson County in just a short time of our existence. The mission of our nonprofit is to hold meetings every 60 days and to help people who are in desperate need with cash assistance, along with promoting area jobs and resources. We encourage positivity, compassion, and hard work. As chairman, my hope one day is to be able to have direct, on-the-spot assistance to those that have an emergency need with food or shelter. At the amazing growth we've had, I do believe it's possible. I would like to introduce now Ms. Becky Miller, our Public Relations and Logistics.
Hello, my name is Becky. I'm the secretary as well as the public relations for the Jefferson County Kindness. As a group, we've helped numerous families by collecting donations through our donation boxes, GoFundMe pages, and people depositing into our account on their own. So every 60 days, we hold a public meeting. During this time, we discuss what we do and how we do it. Names can be entered in a bucket, and then at the end of the meeting, they're drawn. Any family can be entered and only entered once every 6 months to ensure that we can help others too. After we spoke, we answer all questions from the public. Once that is finished, we will choose a child from the crowd and have them draw 2 to 3 names. How many families we can help depends on how much money we've collected in those 60 days. The accomplishments that we have done as a group has been so much. We've helped many families in need with food, clothing, assisting with electric, and any other bills that they may have needed. If we are unable to assist them with direct cash at that time, we help them find the resources that they need. Since October of 2022, we have handed out over $12,000 in cash. And then this is Megan.
Megan Hoskins. I'm the treasurer for Kindness.
In your packet in the blue folder, I've compiled a spreadsheet of our bank statement, just to show the transparency of our transactions. If you have any questions, you know where to find me, I think. But I'm gonna introduce Laurel Wall, and she's gonna explain. Hi, I'm Laurel. So I guess a lot of the reason we're here today is because we are hoping that the council is interested in funding a sensory vehicle for our community. I am a parent and also a parent of someone on the spectrum, and also work as a professional with kids on the spectrum and adults on the spectrum. So it's kind of a passion for me to try to advocate for our community to be more sensory autism friendly. This will not only help kids and adults on the spectrum, but it's also going to help others with social anxieties, mental health issues, those other things. Your packet of information has kind of a little bit about what we need help with and why. We have been working with a lot of different parents and business leaders to try to bring more awareness of autism in our community. There is a organization called the Autism Society who's willing to potentially even make Madison a pilot program or a pilot town to bring more education and make Madison more autism friendly. I have reached out to other states and businesses and professionals and professors that have the sensory van and also have the autism friendly designation in their city. And they are more than willing to help us along the way too, if everybody's on board with that. I've also included the schematics for the van, as well as what the van would entail or what it would include. Culture City develops the vans for different cities and different I guess professionals that decide that they want to have one of those in their community. So I have that information included. We have a lot of events in this town, and we have a lot of tourists that come in, and I think offering something like this will bring in families and support families who may otherwise not be able to come to events like that because of the because it's a struggle sometimes it's overwhelming to come, and having this trailer and offering a safe space for them to deregulate or to re-regulate safely, I think would be very beneficial for our community. I think that is, if you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer. I also included just some things on what autism is in your packet, some misconceptions and facts, and just what sensory experiences look like for someone on the spectrum compared to someone that doesn't have autism. And I also think that this would be very beneficial for our first responders, our businesses, anybody in programming, to have this kind of education and understanding. And the education piece of it is it's really minimal in time and almost nothing in cost. The sensory trailer has a cost to it, but just taking the time to be understanding, to add programming that's autism friendly or sensory friendly to your business or to your events is it doesn't cost a lot. Do you have any questions for me? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks all of you for what you're doing.
Yeah. Still
I don't have a whole lot for you this evening, so you guys can breathe that sigh of relief. We are currently working on County Road 750 North, that connects State Road 7 and Middle Fork Roads. We haven't had much rain, so there haven't been very many delays other than just equipment breakdowns, but when you're hammering through rock, you're gonna have a few of those. The project's looking really good. We have started processing the millings there at the Highway Department for the Cold Central Plant recycling as we continue to keep that ball moving forward. The biggest one I want to bring up to you guys and just make sure we're all on the same page with the right of way that we were working on with Spectre. I've been getting a lot of permits. It's been sent to me and to Sarah, so I wasn't sure what to do with all of those. I know I've just kind of been replying to those to let you guys know if I see anything on the roadside that's a concern. And then if I know the roads, or if I know there's going to be some additional culverts or something going on in the road in the future, I quickly reply back to the contractors, kind of let them know so that we can go walk through those personally. But I knew Erica was taking care of a lot of that for you guys. I know you guys are working on filling that position. So I just want to let you know that it's kind of what I was doing in my replies to those emails. So you can kind of follow my thought process. I'm not trying to take that one over. I've got too much on my plate now. So. But that's all I have, unless you guys have any questions for me.
I think that's a good way to go on that though. So you got an idea of what and where, what's going on instead of a week later, you drive down the road and it's destroyed and who was there. So.
Yeah, no, they did meet with me at the Highway Department. There was, I can't remember, if it was 5 or 6 of them. Spectrum, Urban was there, and there was one other group that was there. So we was kind of communicating. And I did ask myself, how well do your power boxes work underwater? I said, because you got a couple of those locations, might be just a little challenges, not very well. I said, we appreciate any input that you have. So,
Called elevation.
yeah, I'm kind of watching some of those too. So. They weren't really sure where I was going. I said, you'll know when you get to the east side of the county. I said, you better pull up some DNR flood maps. There will be some challenges out there. So, yeah. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We are at the public session. Does anybody in the public have anything?
Is Matt giving an update for you, Matt?
Matt, would you like to give an update?
Sure.
Not bad.
I think really the only thing that we have to update you on is Gavin Hebner from Clark County has taken a step in, kind of helping Troy finish out that the full truck for the logistics building. And he's working with the HIP group, and he's got that squared away. So I think that's really what we'll get to update. There's a couple grants that are coming due. We'll get ready and push those through. We'll keep marching around like we do every day. So
Yeah.
I think that's really kind of all we got.
And just pray nothing raises its ugly head.
No doubt.
Right.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, you gentlemen.
Anything right now?
All is quiet, all is good. So let's keep it that way.
I think we have one thing. We had someone come probably 6 months ago from the Lions Club asking for some funding. If you should consider giving them something, we had 5,000 in the special projects line item and the nonprofits that we gave them 2,500. We opened it. I don't remember, but it was a good thing. Helping people get glasses when they need them, education.
You're gonna bring Springdale to the council.
Yes.
Okay.
So
We don't need to talk about it here. Okay.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna ask them if we can use some of the economic development funds that are there for a couple things.
Okay. All right then. Yes, ma'am.
I guess I do just to make. It was pretty amazing today, and how quickly things came together with the community outpouring that we had. And everybody very anxious to kind of jump in and help with Troy's arrangements and then just show appreciation for what he's done. That guy literally has lived all of his life in emergency services. And it's tough when you lose a boss, a mentor, a good friend, and really kind of a big brother figure for me. And to see the community and the people at the courthouse, everybody out there sitting and waiting, the city police, the county police, the fire departments, and everybody that we've worked together with for so many years, step up to the plate and really get things home. And I just really am glad that helicopter made the flyover at the end of the day. It was a good finishing touch. So we had a great team. We all comes together when something happens. We all work very well together when it happens. And you see how quick the turnaround can be and how amazing things can be when everybody shows up for the same purpose. So I just want to make sure that was on the record today. I think Lisa and the family are thrilled. And that they got exactly what they wanted from everybody and they couldn't be happier. So thanks for letting me be.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for taking care of that. I mean, I think you're right. It's, someone had mentioned that, so many people just, what can I do? And they were out there doing it. But that was Troy. And that's why that, you developed that relationship and he was ready to do that for folks. So yeah, it was a pretty special day. Thanks for what you did.
Most of the time, he had it done and then he would come to us and say,
Well,
here's where we're on this. What do you think about it? Hey, you've done everything. It's a no brainer. So.
I'm sorry, I didn't ask about some things too. So-
no.
No,
Great loss
he
for our
was-
community.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was good till they did the last call.
Yeah,
I thought Susie did a wonderful job on that. That was
Yeah.
tough. Still tough. Okay. I'd entertain that magic motion before I lose it. So.
Yeah, I better do that. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
second.
All those in favor signify by aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.